Your Mage Templar group was conspiring to overthrow Meredith.
I have a sudden deep regret I interfered. You know, I was half convinced Meredith had engineered the whole thing to trick me into incriminating myself.
Thrask admitted to leading the group.
Perhaps I've exaggerated the depths of her madness. But if she's not there yet, she will be soon. The only question is, once it's clear she cannot lead, will there be anyone left to oppose her? Please accept this as my thanks. It will be of more value to you right now than my friendship.
So, I've never understood why the Chantry says if you're good, you'll be taken up to the Maker's side.
The Knight Commander agreed to show mercy to those found conspiring with Sir Thrask. But surely you can see the Knight Commander directly now, should you wish. What would you have of me?
Everyone says the Knight Commander's gone crazy. Are you still behind her?
The people ask too much of her. She needs a spine of iron to survive her position. I have seen madness before. I saw Uldred's eyes when there was nothing human left in them. The Knight Commander. She is not there yet, but I do not have to ask where the rumors come from.
What is the Knight Commander doing about the conspirators?
The mages have been confined to their quarters and sedated. The Templars have been suspended without pay. That is as lenient as we dare be.
If it comes to war with the mages, whose side do you think the Grand Cleric will take?
She is bound by faith and duty to support the Templars. We have dominance over mages by divine right. But it is cruel how she leads them on, letting them think they might have a chance at rebellion.
I just wanted to see how an old friend is doing in this difficult time.
After what happened in Ferelden, I told myself I would never again question the purpose of the Order. But it grows harder each day to tell whether I'm serving the Templars or only the Knight Commander. It may be that they are no longer one and the same.
The mages have spies in our Order, I tell you. You can't trust
The
anyone.
Knight Commander needs vigilance and obedience in these
I wouldn't
trying
advise
times.
talking with me, Sarah.
Welcome home, Sir. There's a letter for you. Strange how the messages never come while you're home.
Meredith's Aluni. Who sent this? Hard in height. Siege harder. What does that even mean? Oh, Varric must be stopped. Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion.
It's very... shiny.
That's enough!
Make her please forgive your children.
So, Gamlen couldn't even be bothered to come himself. I should have expected he'd send you, cousin.
I didn't know you had such a pretty little cousin, Hawk.
I have a cousin?
Gamlen never told you. Of course he didn't. Why would he?
Sorry to interrupt this touching family reunion, but we have unfinished business here.
Veld! What are you doing here?
Mekkel is dead. That bitch killed him.
I don't know who you are, but we can talk about this.
Talk about this? Like you talked with my brother before you cut him down?
That doesn't make sense. Mekkel was just supposed to hand over the note.
You really think we didn't read it? We know about the gem charade. Hand it over. I won't let Mekkel's death be for nothing.
You let your brother go up against someone like Hawk for a stupid gem. You know what? I did find the gem, but you're not getting your pathetic little hands on it, Veld.
Fine. We'll do this the hard way.
Let's finish this! Gotcha!
You're pretty useful in a fight. You don't take after Gamlen at all.
Gamlen never told me he had a daughter.
There's probably a lot of things he hasn't told you. My mother, Mara. She left Gamlen before I was born. He was so fixated on finding that stupid gem. I doubt he even noticed she was gone. She told me about Gamlen before she died last year. I didn't even know about him.
You told Veld you had the gem. Were you lying?
Not at all. I found the gem. I managed to pull off what Gamlin couldn't.
You say Gamlin is obsessed with this gem, but he never mentioned it before your note turned up.
Maybe he didn't want you to know about it.
He mentioned he lost a lot searching for the gem. Maybe he gave up on it.
That would be a surprise, to say the least.
You set this whole thing up just so you could meet your father?
I just wanted to see, I don't know, how far he'd go for something he really wanted. And then he doesn't even show up. I baited him with the one thing I thought would get his attention.
He's got some good qualities. You might be surprised.
Really? What do you think I should do?
I think you should go talk to Gamlin. Does he even know about you?
I'm not sure.
You have family, and they're alive. If you don't contact them, one day you will regret it.
Maybe give him a chance before you write him off.
I think I will. Having a cousin turned out to be a good thing. Maybe having a father will too.
All set.
I'll deal with it. I've got what you need right here.
Loot the bodies.
It's been years, and not once have you tried to get me to repent or turn to...
You've got to realize this is kind of new to me. I didn't know Mara had a baby. If I did, I would have, I don't know, gone after her or something.
She used to say I was so much like you, and I didn't even know who you were. I guess I wanted to see for myself. I need some time to think about all this, but If it's all right, I'd like to come back and talk more.
I think I'd like that. Keep, safe.
Looks like you two had a good talk.
It was bloody awkward, that's what.
I was worried she wouldn't come find you. I think you need each other.
You know, I may not say this very often, but I'm glad you're one of the family. But seriously, next time, stay out of my damn business, girl.
Single-handedly saved the city from the heathens, huh? The Viscount should have paid me a finder's fee.
So you engaged a Kunari dreadnought in battle?
They engaged me in battle. I was just trying to get away. Sailing into the storm was a gamble. Took care... the dreadnought, but it did us in too. Can't win them all.
Where I come from, we would call that insanity.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Interesting time, Siraho, as they must be.
You seem especially broody today.
Does it bother you? Should I stop?
No.
Got a minute, Hawk? I know this is ancient history, but remember that Hightown house Bartrand barricaded himself in? Bartrand doesn't exactly need the place now that he's in the sanitarium. I've been trying to sell it.
I assume there's not much interest in it.
No. There's a really small number of people who want expensive, blood-covered houses in Hightown. I found a minor noble in Ravane who bought the place sight unseen. But now there's a problem. They say the place is haunted.
Anyone who knew the house's history would attribute every noise in the night to ghosts.
I may have neglected to mention the mansion's colorful past to the buyer. They've noticed some minor problems. Voices whispering in the walls, apparitions, things moving on their own. My hope is it's a relic Bartrand brought back from the Deep Roads. We smash it, and the haunting stops.
What happens if we do nothing?
Best case, they drag me before the Seneschal and accuse me of fraud. The worst case involves Antivan crows.
Can't you do this yourself?
Hawk, I'm a businessman. Now and then, I shoot people. I don't know anything about ghosts or magic. It's entirely possible that even if I find the thing that's causing the trouble, I won't be able to stop it on my own.
I'm not an expert on hauntings, but what if smashing something does not make the problem go away?
That's where things get tricky. You come from a family with magic, Hawk. You must have experience dealing with the weird. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out that will help.
Very well. We'll investigate the mansion. Again.
Thanks, Hawk. I knew you wouldn't let me down. My palatial suite in the Hanged Man is your...
Smolder?
Oh, and while you're at it, perhaps some cold insolence.
You want me to smolder and be cold at the same time? Those don't go together.
Nice to see the
Shush.
Don't distract me with your logic.
You've had luck on your travels? A new letter on your desk awaits your attention.
I hope all is well, mistress. Lethalon, I need to ask something of you. I thought the Arulan home would be the last thing I needed, but the Illuvian still won't work. I think I have to go back to the spirit that helped me at the start of all this.
Nothing bad ever comes from summoning demons.
That's why I need you to come with me. I've called to the spirit, but he doesn't seem to hear. He was sealed in an artifact on Sundermount. I have to look for him there. But if things go wrong, if he possesses me, I need you to strike me down.
You would risk becoming an abomination for this mirror. How is it worth that?
Marvinan, you of all people should understand. I would gladly sacrifice my life to help my people. There's no one else I trust. Please, Marvinan. I don't want to go into this alone.
If you're determined to do this, then I'll come with you to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Masaranas, you've no idea what a relief that is. The demon is sealed in a cave on Sundermount. The sooner we get this over with, the better. Gone on 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof.
Watch your step! Let's finish this!
I'm just getting lonely.
Watch your back! Too slow!
So, Hawk and Daisy.
I think they're darling together.
Really? You're not at all jealous? Because I thought that you and Hawk...
Hawk was just a dalliance. You know I've still got my eye on you.
Keep dreaming, Raveni.
The sooner you all leave this place, the better.
Sundermount is cursed.
It is good to
We
be
should
among my
never have
people
come
again.
here.
Greetings, champion. That is what they call you in your city, isn't it? Did you need something? I'm always amazed by the beauty of the Dalish. If you are trying to initiate something, don't bother. I'm not interested in a Shemlin. Greetings, champion. Did you need something? I hear there is a criminal hiding among the Dalish. He is not among us. This criminal of yours is set up in a cave away from our camp. He said there would be people looking for him, and to tell anyone who asked where he was. Why would he give away his position? He said he didn't want to endanger our people by asking us to lie for him. Not something you'd expect from a cruel and evil murderer, is it? He'll be waiting for you at the cave. Good luck trying to reach him, however.
Strange. Why would the assassin want the Dalish to give away his location?
We've been here too long. Mythal protect
Taken
us.
on a heavy burden.
Another one. Too many of you shambling around lately.
What other Shemlin have been here?
Oh, traders, mercenaries, chantry types trying to convert us with their fine talk and veiled threats. We've had enough of all that, thank you very much.
Master, what's wrong?
Careful, young Shem. The Dalish are not your people.
Sundermount is
Not
cursed.
all of it.
You do not belong here, Shemlin.
I don't wish to offend. I'll conduct my business and go.
You do that. Just do it. Watch your steps, Shem. You don't know how many Dalish arrows are trained on
We
you.
should never have come here.
Welcome home, Dallin. This isn't a homecoming, Keeper. Why is the clan even here? You should have moved on ages ago.
The clan still has business here, Dallin. We will leave when it is time.
It was time 3 years ago. You can't stay here. Eventually, the humans will force you to leave.
There are plenty of hiding places in these mountains. We will stay until my business is done. If you are not returning to us, what has brought you back?
How can Merrill fix the Alluvion?
I wouldn't restore that cursed thing, even if I could. It has stolen life and promise from my clan already. And this was the least treacherous thing it was capable of doing. You must come to your senses, Merrill. This evil cannot be allowed in our world.
It is part of our world. It has been in our world for centuries. No one is pained more by Mahariel's loss than I, but the mirror wasn't responsible. But I'm wasting my time. You'd rather fear the past than reclaim it. This is pointless, Hawk. Let's go.
Sundermount is
Careful, young Shem.
Taken on a heavy burden.
The Dalish are not your people.
The creators watch
Not
over you.
all
Watch your
of us
steps,
want
Shem.
you here.
You don't know how many Dalish
I
arrows
worried
are
for
trained
so
on you
long
right
that
now.
they would judge me for bearing a human son. But it's as if I never left.
You've returned. Is there something you need?
Are you a special?
A Dalish crafter does many things. We Dalish crafting is second to none. I assure you.
Get back!
Well done, it's over. Do you think it's over?
Strange. Why would the assassin want the Dalish to give away his location?
You're such a slave driver.
take them down.
I'm right here! Hit me!
We wrap this up sooner rather than later.
From the look of these traps, the assassin was definitely expecting company. It's done. It was bound. Something to guard. Cool to stay alive. Lightheaded.
Now you, I wasn't expecting.
I thought I smelled Antivan leather.
Isabella! If it isn't my favorite pirate wench.
Shouldn't you be dead by now?
I could say the same, my dear. It seems we were both fortunate to find powerful friends, no? How do you do? My name is Zevran Aranai, adventurer and occasional assassin. I must admit, I was waiting for an assault by the Crows, not the mighty champion of Kirkwall.
How do you know I'm the champion?
Slayer of Canary, Deep Roads explorer, and a beauty to make the gods jealous? You underestimate your fame.
How do you two know each other?
How does anyone know Isabella?
Yes, well, you'll never know Isabella again if you keep that up.
I'll assume you're not talking about birds.
Oh, please, do not tell me you know nothing of the Antivan Crows. We are the finest guild of assassins, an object of fear throughout the lands for any man with wealthy enemies. Or I should say they are. I am no longer a crow, a fact they find unacceptable.
There must be more to it than you leaving the guild.
That is offense enough to the Crows, believe me. I may have also killed the last 4 assassins they sent after me, and older men. Oh, and the guildmaster. In fact, if you were a crow, you might make a fortune bringing me in. You should consider a career change. No, really.
I thought you'd be taller.
Ah, let me guess. A man named Nuncio has asked you to capture a dangerous killer, yes? What did he say this time? That I killed his wife, butchered his parents, sold his children into slavery? Or did he tell you he was a lawman from Antiva, charged with apprehending a ridiculously handsome fugitive?
He didn't mention how handsome.
Ah, so you've noticed. I credit my high cheekbones and pouty lips. Bring me to Nuncio if you wish, but I warn you, he surely intends to kill you. The Crows do not like loose ends, unlike myself. But you are a woman who can clearly handle herself, yes? Hmm? Why worry? So, you can either tie me up, gag me, and then manhandle me. Or you can take me to Nuncio. Which will it be, I wonder?
You're very compliant for a fugitive.
Compliant, yes, and very bendy. But truthfully, I know when I am outmatched. I would rather take my chances against the Crows.
You know him best. What do you think?
I've had better.
I meant about letting him go or not.
Oh, right. I'd let him go.
I like your list of options. But does it have to be in that order?
I knew you couldn't resist my obvious charms. It's the accent, isn't it?
I'm not going to hand you over to someone who lied to me.
As a suggestion, you might wish to deal with Nuncio. If you don't, he will only come after you. It's been more than a pleasure, my dear champion. Fare you well.
and Hawk. Something's there, isn't there?
She's so amazing and beautiful. How could anyone not love her?
How could anyone not?
You're very quiet today. Something wrong? It's me. I said something wrong.
No, of course not. You could never say anything wrong. I'm happy for you, kitten. You've been alone long enough. Are you sure you want to do this, kitten?
Not even a tiny bit.
It's not too late to go back, you know.
I have to finish this. I've sacrificed too much just to walk away.
Oh, that was pitiful!
Better luck in the next one.
Mythal, all mothers, protector of the people, watch over us, for the path we tread is perilous. Save us from the darkness, as you did before, and we will sing your name to the heavens. Sorry. I didn't mean to hold us, It's never wise to ignore Mythal.
Who or what is Mythal?
She's the protector, the mother of the Creators, the one who put the moon in the sky, wisest of all the gods. When Elganon defeated his father, the sun, the earth was plunged into darkness. Everything was about to perish. Mythal appeared then, calmed Elganon, and restored the sun to the heavens. The people always looked to her for help.
Who or what?
Mythal appeared then, calmed Elganon, and restored the sun to the...
There's no need to worry. Nothing will happen.
I hope not. But the people never neglect Mythal's shrines. It's dangerous. They say if Mythal smiles on you, then you need fear nothing at all. But those who anger her, they're struck from the earth, as if they never lived at all.
Does anybody else get the feeling that this is going to end badly? Just me, huh?
It's not all bad, Barrett. Think of the stories you'd be able to tell, Lee.
No one... I'm telling anyone. It's a mountainside. It's a...
keep this up!
We wrap sooner rather later.
Very bad. My morale. You can handle this, right? I'm just going to lock down here.
Who thought putting a demon in a cave on Sundermount was a good idea in the first place?
Where would you have put him?
To Winter, maybe? Or in the Anderfells? Further away from Kirkwall, that's for sure.